Andrew McCART, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. Over the moon to be joined by Mr. Lee Eaton. Lee, it's been a while since I spoke to you, but we're back, baby.
We're back. We are back. I'm buzzing, absolute buzzing to get them announcements out yesterday. Obviously, everyone's been ranting and raving about it, so yeah, I'm just buzzing to get the posters out. So I mean, I've been sitting on them for about a week, and it's unbelievable. I just want to get back.
That's the thing. I think when we spoke last time, Lee, I said to you, like, we were both missing boxing. Now, the shows that MTK have put on, I looked at the fight card. I mean, there's great fights on every single card, and that's what us fans want, don't we?
Yeah, 100%. There's good fights, very, very good fights. Some absolute crackers, really. Every single fight will be on there will be with a positive record. So yeah, even the prospects like Elliot Wow and P.S. O'Leary both stepping up. James McGibbon will be stepping up. His debut will be against probably someone with a winning record. So obviously Jamie Connor's got high hopes for him. So yeah, we're looking at the minute for someone with a winning record for him. We've been looking at 8-0s, 7, 8, 9s and 0s and stuff like that. So he's ready to go. So it's just trying to find the right opponent at the minute. Also, we're looking at Blaine Highland to be on the show, but obviously with Blaine there's a limited opponent, so that's what we're working on at the minute. So still plenty of work to do on the shows, but other than that, he's pretty much like 90% matched.
I'm looking at the fight cards right now on Instagram and MTK, mate, and I'm looking at the fights that we've got lined up. But for you, what fight stands out for you? I mean, we've got a good fight in John O'Carroll against Maxie Hughes. We've got Oscar.
Yeah, I've seen a bit of negativity about the John O'Carroll versus Maxie Hughes fight. Obviously going from Scott Quigg to Maxie Hughes, but Jono's obviously everyone's been out for a few months. It's a fight. Listen, Maxie Hughes will come and give it his all. But obviously, we know Jono's fought at world level and stuff, but obviously, it is just a comeback. It is obviously not a comeback fight because it's not that fight. You're not going to go into like a world title eliminator in your first after being off for so many months. So it's a good fight back for Jono. It's above the super featherweight limit, so he hasn't got to get the last few pounds off. So it's a good fight, a very, very good fight. So listen, on the card, obviously Sean McComb versus Sierra Osgood, former sparring partners, but listen, when you speak to Sean McComb, you offer him a fight, yeah. Sierra Osgood, yeah. No, it don't matter. They'll just fight anyone. So listen, Sierra's obviously lost a couple of his last 5, but listen, Sierra will, no matter what, Sierra always will come and give it. And obviously Sean McComb's an exceptional talent. I've always raved about him since his debut. So I'm a big fan of Sean. So yeah, this is another good fight. Just trying to think who other fights.
Gary Cully, I've seen it. Gary Cully, we know Gary.
Gary Cully versus Kieran Geffen. Kieran Geffen was offered the Gary Cully fight, and he just literally jumped at it. Obviously, Gary will fight anyone. There's a few of our prospects at the minute that will actually fight anyone. They're not really oh, I want to do this, do that. They'll just go in. Gary versus Sean down the line for a world title is probably one of the biggest fights Ireland will see. So they're building nicely. Just see how it goes. But yeah, that's a great fight. Obviously, on that fight, then you've got Blaine Highland. P.S. O'Leary versus Harry Limburn. Harry Limburn, 6-0. Good, very good fighter. Very good boxer. So P.S. O'Leary's obviously got a new coach with Al Smith, so it'll be their first fight together. So it'll be good. It'll be good to see how P.S. copes with obviously stepping up a level. And so it's a good fight, a very good fight.
But that's Lee McGregor against.
Oh, how can I forget Lee McGregor? Jesus. Yeah, Lee McGregor versus Ryan Walker. They had a bit of beef on social media, obviously Sonny Edwards and stuff like that. So, and then when I spoke to Ryan Walker's team, they jumped at the chance. Obviously, it's not at the bantamweight limit. It's not for the titles. It's at 122. But if Ryan Walker can pull off the thing, then he'll be guaranteed a British and Commonwealth title shot. So it's all to go for Ryan Walker. But in deep down, obviously for us, Lee McGregor it's a good fight for him. Obviously coming back after a few months off and stuff like that. But Ryan will be coming and having a good go. So that's a blinding card. Then 25th, Lewis Crocker versus Louis Green.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah.
Absolute barnstormer of a fight. So obviously Louis Green was meant to fight Michael McKinson. Michael McKinson is going to go. He's going a different route. We're in talks now for another fight for him. He didn't want to. He wanted a step up fight. So Louis Green with Lewis Crocker. So Lewis Crocker versus Louis Green for WBO European. A blinding fight. I don't know if it'll see the final bell. If I'm honest.
No, that's what we're hoping for. But like, just go back to obviously trying to put these cards together. We've had to keep it sort of UK fight against UK and Irish fighter sort of thing, haven't we? So just go back to John O'Carroll. But guys like Lee McGregor and John O'Carroll, they can't take their eye off the ball fighting these guys because these guys are going to come in hungry.
No. If you look at it on paper, that it's a step down for them. But these boys are hungry because they're getting a shot. They can take their rankings. So they're going in it and giving it their all because they can take their rankings. Obviously, Jono's ranked in the world rankings. Max Hughes goes and beats John O'Carroll. He's going to get a world ranking. Mm-hmm. Ryan Hughes beats Lee McGregor, then he's going to get a British and Commonwealth title shot. So it's all to play for them. Obviously, them boys can't take their eyes off the ball. And listen, they're professional as anything. John O'Carroll, listen, you know what he's like. He just loves to fight. So he'll be going. He's an absolute crank. So he'll be going straight in there to try and do a job on Max Hughes. And so will Lee McGregor. They're both unbelievable talents. Obviously, if they get through these fights, then there's big things ahead of them for both of them.
Definitely. Lee, can you talk to me about the venue and the location of where these shows are going to take place?
The venue is in Wakefield. I've not really had much to do with the venue. That's down to Paul Gibson and Ian Ritchie and that. So all I know that it's a studio in Wakefield, which is obviously it'll be in the MTK bubble. Everyone will arrive a couple of days before, and then obviously they'll have to be tested. We'll have an early weigh-in, and then everyone will be tested, and then they'll have to go back to their room till obviously we have the positive, so we have the negative test come through. If they're positive, then they leave the building. If obviously, fingers crossed that don't happen. And then obviously that we're on Tuesday night, so we don't clash with anybody. Mm-hmm. So it's Tuesday night boxing, which is absolute blinded.
Live on IFL TV?
Live on IFL TV and ESPN.
Yep.
Obviously, the other things, the second card, the Lewis Crocker one. So what? We've just spoke about a couple of fights that was on that card already. We've got the cards mixed up.
We've got Lewis Crocker, we've got Blaine Highland, Cully Gething, McGregor Walker, and James McGivern. Yeah,
we just spoke about August 11 cards and absolutely fluffed it.
Oh, it's September 1st. You got Ennis Brown against Philip Bose.
Yeah, this is obviously on that. Obviously, Aziz versus Sterling, a great fight. The Hewitt versus Meredith Thomas. Mm-hmm. For the WBC Youth World Title. We've got obviously on.
I'm testing the knowledge. It's some good stuff.
Mate, some blinding fights. I tell you a very, very, very good fight, which is for the British and Commonwealth Eliminator. Darren Tetley versus Liam Taylor. An absolute cracker. Elliot Wow versus Corey McCullough.
Yep, you're smashing it, mate. You're smashing it.
Mate, don't worry. We'll put it all together. We've got it. Don't worry. I've done every fight now. I think I have.
Yeah, I think you have as well. Let me see. You done Blaine Highland.
It don't matter if they're not in order. Over the 3 shows, I think I've got every fight. So
You fought Craig McIntyre against Surtees. That's a good fight.
Craig McIntyre versus Surtees. That's an absolute humdinger.
That's a great fight.
Obviously, if you look at it, you look at Surtees to be the favourite. Obviously, mixed in a bit of company. But listen, Craig McIntyre, he's obviously a good amateur come up, and he's a good kid. So it's an absolute blinder. It's good. It's quite refreshing to see that these boys that haven't, obviously Craig's been out for a long time. Mm-hmm. He hasn't boxed probably nearly, I don't know, 8, 9, maybe a year. But obviously he's coming straight in and going straight in a proper fight. So it's good to see. MCK, the team, Paul, Jamie, Anto, and all that have done blindly with all the fights, getting all the fights together. So no, it's 3 great cards. So I'm looking forward to being back. The only thing I'm a bit wary of, obviously, is sitting there with an empty crowd. But that's a bit, I don't know. But to be honest, boxing's back, so who cares?
Who cares, mate? Like I said to you, we lived on the road. Like, we were up and down, up and down, up and down. You know what I mean? It was a great, great, great time for us when we were travelling to hotels and stuff like that. So the fact that we can have it back after having 4 months off.
The socialising, the life we have, like the socialising, being around each other from different shows to work, and obviously not being. I miss the hotel life. I really do. The first couple of weeks, mentally, I struggled. Do you know what I mean? It was I was drinking a lot. I was thinking, you know what? I just need boxing back. But then, obviously, once you know what was happening with the world and things happening, you just sort of like eased off and got through it. And things have been all right. I've been kept myself busy with things and stuff. So, I'm just absolutely buzzing with everybody to get back. I can't wait to see Ian. Just to get
have you missed Big Ian, have you?
My bestie. I've missed him.
I would have clipped this and said that to him. He'll like that.
Yeah, he will. No, listen, I can't wait. It's going to be good. It's going to be good to be around everybody.
You don't miss me.
You're there.
I'll take that.
I think Sheldon's above you.
I mean, I'm lower than the postman. You're putting going Sheldon, the postman, whoever. You know what I mean? I don't care.
Listen, we're all one big family. It'd be good to get back and have a bit of banter. Have a nice brandy.
Yes, definitely. Where's the brandy, mate?
He's a friend.
I just want to touch on the fact that boxing is back, but Eddie's back in August as well. MTK's back in August. For that month of August, we've got Friday, Tuesday. I mean, just talk to me about Eddie doing it as well, and just for the whole month of August being packed with boxing. I mean, Eddie's doing it, MTK doing it.
You also have Frank. And obviously you've got Hennessy's got a card on the 22nd of August as well. Peters versus Sugden. I'm pretty sure Frank will be going a good few times in August. So you're probably going to get more boxing in August than you have seen for a long time. So it's going to be exciting because your Tuesdays, Fridays and Saturdays all the way through August are going to be rammed with boxing. And which is, for a fan, is brilliant. And to have boxing on Tuesday night, it's going to be brilliant. So obviously there's some cracking fights on Eddie's shows. Obviously some good fights already announced for Frank's shows. So the fans are going to be the winners because everyone's having 50-50 fights.
Definitely. Lee, where does I don't know how much you know about this obviously, but where does the more established fighters within MTK, when are we looking for them, like the Carl Framptons, the Mick Collins, the Josh Taylors? Do we have any word on when they're going to get their opportunity to fight?
Yeah, I couldn't answer that. Obviously, I don't deal with Carl and Mick, but listen, from their Instagrams and stuff like that, and their training, obviously there must be things on the horizon. Mick said the fight date's coming soon on Instagram, so I would say just keep yourself on social media, and it'll be coming. I suspect.
Right, one final word. It has to be done. I have to ask you, what's your thoughts on Jarell Miller?
Absolute hit.
That's simple.
Listen, he's got he shouldn't be in boxing. Simple as that. It's been done for EPO and then you get done again for it. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, he's an idiot. He's absolutely like, he could have made millions. Obviously, just for the Joshua fight, he could have made a good few million. Obviously, even losing to Joshua, he could have still got a big payday against someone else. So really, he's fucked his own life up, whole life up, because he wants to stab himself in the arse and stuff. Do you know what I mean? With steroids. So I don't agree with it. Obviously, no boxing fan does. Nobody. He should not be in boxing. So he deserves to be banned for life. I agree. So,
definitely.
2-1.
Yeah, I think it's a damn shame, like you said. But anyway, boxing's back. Lee Eaton's back. MTK's back. Final word for the fans.
Look forward to being back. Just buzzing. I must have said buzzing about 100 times, but guess what, everyone? I'm buzzing to be back.
Lee, I won't keep you much longer, mate. Again, I appreciate you doing this,
mate.
TV.
No worries.
See you in Wakefield.
Take care.
Take care, my man.
Cheers, buddy. Cheers.